James, a 2-0 victory here against Alloa to end the season in style. Just your thoughts on the 90 minutes, please.
No, delighted with the win. Delighted that the clean sheet record's now broken for Den and the rest of the team. Delighted that, although a bit annoyed as well, that we went through a season with one defeat. You get greedy, but as I said earlier at a supporters meeting, that defeat at Montrose kind of gave us a wee shot to say no, we need to keep going and pushing and getting back to, not getting back to doing things right, because on that day we were unlucky to lose the game, but credit to Montrose, they put the goals away, but it gave us that wee start to get back on a run. It's been a fantastic run that's ended the season, and we're very proud, and that performance today was typically us. Like, there wasn't much in the first half. I think Alloa and they've gave a lot of teams trouble. They've gave us trouble, they've gave the teams at the top of the league trouble, and that's why they're in the playoffs as well, so good luck to them for that. As I say through the week, I've got a lot of respect for Brian. He's a fantastic coach and manager, so we knew it wasn't going to be easy, and we also knew coming to this game that it can be approached. It's last game of the season. For us, we had won the title, and for them, they were in the playoffs, and they've got an eye on Tuesday night, but that's what you get in the last game of the season. But we just had to look after ourselves, and there's a motivation in that group, whether it's in training or in games, to just keep going and do the right things, and they certainly done that, and we got the goals that we probably did deserve in the game without being, I don't think we were overly dominant. We did test them, to be fair, and their goalkeeper pulled a few saves off, but we didn't cut through them the way we'd have wanted to, and that's credit to them as well. It was maybe the final pass for us, or that final wee bit, and then we got ourselves going, and we got a couple of goals, and we were unlucky with another couple. So no, it's been a great afternoon to end what's been a very, very good season.
I spoke to Craig Whiting prior to the match, and he was desperate to get to 20 this season to end it on such a high for him personally, and he was delighted when he got that goal, and you must be really pleased that he's hit such good form throughout the campaign.
Yeah, I was a bit annoyed with myself last week when I took him off, knowing that he's desperate for that 20th goal, and it's a personal milestone for him that he wanted to hit, and we've all got those little motivations in life that you want to achieve, and that was one for Craig, so delighted for him, and he's the first that, you see the one he cuts back, and I was annoyed at him for that, because I'm thinking, I wanted him to get his 20th of the season, but he gets it in the end, and hadn't it been for the knee injury at the start of the season, or the time it took him to get up to speed, then I've no doubt it'd have been a lot more than 20 over the course of the season. But look, the targets that he's probably set himself, he's met. The targets that in the group that weren't really set, but winning the league has been fantastic for us. But no, on a personal note for Craig, I'm delighted. For Dennis, it's a clean sheet record, as I said, and for the team, it's the maximum points record. If I'm right, and I might not be. There's that many flying about, and it's the least amount of defeats, home and away in the one season. So those little things do matter, and we use them. But look, we'll just enjoy this summer. The players will go and enjoy themselves for the few weeks. They'll start the programme, and then we'll come back in again, and it all starts over again.
And it was a real classy way to finish it, wasn't it, with the second goal, a great ball through from Joe Chalmers, which we've been so accustomed to this season, and a great running finish by Paul McGowan. Yeah,
both of the players you mentioned today were excellent. I think Joe has been excellent all season. Paul, since he came in, he's been chasing his fitness a little bit, but I think today he gets through the 90 minutes. I bet his stats are up there. I'm used to working with him, so he gets about. But the goal doesn't surprise me. I've coached and played with him for so long that I've seen him do that on a daily basis, and I've also seen him do it in pressured situations, and he just loves playing football. Great finish, and he was good in the game, and I think you could see like Benedictus, Comrie, Mehmet, McGowan, the senior ones that started that game, like the demands that they had, even though it was the last game of the season, but they were desperate to win it, and players like that at your football club are priceless. So delighted for them all, senior players, the younger ones, and just everybody in that group. There's a real togetherness there, and they deserve all the praise that they're getting and the awards they're getting. So no, but the goal for Gowser, it doesn't surprise me. As I say, it's something he's done. I've seen him score better. I've seen him score tap-ins. So no, he's just a very good footballer.
as you mentioned previously, time for the summer now. So on behalf of all the supporters, thanks very much for all your efforts this season, and enjoy the break.
No, I think it's me that needs to say thanks to all the supporters. Even today, like that was outstanding, and I know the league's won and stuff like that, but that's maybe a reason not to come down on a Saturday afternoon and spend it wherever they were or with other plans. So look, they followed us home and away. From the very start, I must say, I can remember going up to Cove and walking out with my knee brace and seeing the fantastic crowd we took up there for a friendly. So it's not just been because we've been winning games, they have backed us everywhere we've went. And for myself, on behalf of myself, the staff, everyone at the football club, it's an honour to play and manage this football club, and a huge thank you to us, to all the fans. And look, we hope to see them back next year, and if we keep, as I say, if we keep giving everything for the football club, they'll back us.